I'm so excited for this. You guys have no idea. I don't know why you hate me. Troy and I are engaged. We're roommates and friends. Hey everyone. Welcome to this week's review. This is going to be a multiple videos about this, by the way, because this is going to go on for a little bit. Welcome to this week's video. Oh, you just threw it at me. Welcome to this week's review video. Today, special guest star, my roommate. She cold, she kind, she's sassy. So before I get started, this is the best thing I've ever watched. We had so much fun with these. Spoiler alerts ahead for these movies and Game of Thrones. Like, those two things don't seem like they're related. They're related.
Also, other special guest is the cat.
Which is also amusing because there was a lot of people in this film that were related.
Oof.
So, these is a 5-movie pack of movies from Lifetime. The Casteel Family Saga, in which I realized during watching the last film that really nobody's a Casteel in these movies.
No one.
Nope.
Not a single soul.
I'm going to put this down now. I don't even know where to begin. This is great. I started watching these yesterday, and I was bored. I was on my phone, and Kaya comes home, and she plants herself in the living room to do an arts and crafts thing. And that's when we were talking, and stuff just started happening.
And then we were invested.
We were invested. So the whole thing is it's a multi-generational tale of lots of just awful people doing terrible, terrible, terrible things. Not gonna lie, there's some incest going on.
A lot.
There's a little bit.
A lot.
Mostly just Heaven and Troy. Troy and I are engaged now, by the way.
My blood!
My blood!
You'll get this reference in about 10 minutes.
When you watch the films. There's 5 movies, and the first 3 are really the only important ones. The last 2 are stupid, right?
Kind of like the Hunger Games or Twilight.
Twilight, all of it is stupid.
The last 2 were okay. The music was good.
The music was good in all the Twilight films.
Yes,
We're
that's
talking
right.
about. So the story starts with this girl named Heaven, and she just has the worst life ever. Her dad hates her, and then her dad sells her and her siblings to all of these other families.
There's a lot of selling going on.
Lots of selling of humans and children.
Where did the children?
We never figured out what happened to the 2 babies.
Keith and what's his face?
Keith and they were like.
They were fine.
They were fine.
They were fine. They got adopted. They were in D.C. They're fine.
They were in D.C. They're fine. So Heaven, like, as soon as the first movie starts, like, the grandmother died, there was a stillborn birth, and the dad starts selling off kids because the mom runs away. And this is in, like, the first 20 minutes of the first film. I'm just like, these are random bad events. Just
Side note, I didn't come in at that point. I came in at a further point, so I have no idea about that one.
Well, that's like the first 20 minutes of just random bad stuff happening.
I came in at the other 20 minutes.
Well, then, Heaven gets sold to these nice couple.
FYI, this is the first movie.
This is the first movie.
And her name is Heavenly.
Heaven, first name Heaven, middle name Lee, Leigh. Heavenly.
Yeesh.
I cannot make this up. Now, I mean, this is a Lifetime movie, so I can't sit there and go, like, I expected high art from it.
I expected better.
I expected
Especially
better.
if you're on DVD in your Lifetime movie, I expect top-tier Lifetime movie.
And they're not even originals. They're based on books by an author named V.C. Andrews, who I need to know what her life was like growing up, because...
Oof, child.
Heaven gets sold to this crazy couple. The mom hates her, but, like, wants a daughter.
She gets shipped off, or I guess sold, to Cal and Kitty. That's their name.
That's their name.
But the best part about the first film is you already know it's going to be some ass, because Cal can't keep his eyes off of Heavenly's ass.
So, Heaven gets sold to Kitty and Cal.
Blech.
The couple from Kentucky.
Blech.
They're not from Kentucky. They're from Georgia.
Kentucky's fine. Georgia's kind of trash.
Kitty just goes crazy and makes her little Cinderella.
Kitty has an unhealthy obsession with Heaven's father and Heaven's mother, which, can you guess her name, folks?
It's Angel. Actually, Angel is not her real name. Her real name is Lee. But Heaven's father called her Angel.
And that's just what she goes by. But it's still funny.
By the way, Heaven's mom is dead, and was before the whole thing even started.
Mm-hmm.
You find this out within the first 5 minutes of the first movie. Through a series of strange events, Heaven and Cal start sleeping together, and then Kitty just gets breast cancer. And then Kitty dies.
Kitty dies, but she says, "You and Cal have my blessing," and you're like, "Okay."
That's really weird.
That's really weird, but all right. Cal is cute anyway, so all right, just get it, whatever. And then Kitty's mother tells the whole hillbilly backwood town, apparently. You know, she tells the whole town, and they all look at her like, "You a skank, you a skank." I'm like, yo, what the hell?
The Reverend literally raped a 14-year-old.
And had the audacity to tell Heaven that she had the nerve to be at a funeral? Child, please.
Then Heaven's like, gets a mysterious letter from her maternal grandmother.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, it's the maternal grandmother that invites her.
Why did she send her a letter, though?
To get her to come to New England. Farthingale, which I thought was Farthingdale.
Like, okay.
But it's Gale, not Dale.
Farthingale.
They called it Farthy. We're going to Farthy.
Oh, God.
We're going to Farthy.
But the only person out of Heaven's family that we genuinely liked
Is Tom.
is Tom.
Tom is her brother.
Tom is the best character.
Yes. Nice man.
10 out of 10. Best character.
I forgot about Logan. So while all of this stuff is going on, she's got this little high school crush on this boy who asked her to marry her. And Logan becomes important later, but in the first movie she's like, "Nah, sis, like, I got Cal. He a man."
She's been pen paling with Logan and Logan this and Logan that. I'm like, Logan who? Sis, you ain't said nothing about this boy.
You sleeping with
You
your
over there
adopted
sleeping
daddy.
with Jason Wing's brother.
So Kaya and I, at this point, are just like glued. We're sucked in. Like, what?
Gotta watch it.
But not in a good way, like a train wreck sort of way.
Yes.
Like watching a train wreck and you really just can't look away.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the movie ends with Heaven going off to Farthing, which is in New England. I think it's in Massachusetts.
Oof.
To live with her maternal grandparents.
Yes.
And Cal like shows up at the bus stop. It's like, "I love you, don't leave." And she's like, "I have to go on my own. I have to find my way."
And can I curse?
Sure.
I dead ass thought Cal was gonna pull some shit and just kidnap this kid. I'm like, oh my God, that'd be great. Give me that interesting. No.
But this is how the first movie ends. And the first movie was very dramatic, very melodrama, very tame compared to what came in the second movie.
Ooh.
So tune in next week where I get into Dark Angel.